Okay, this is the Black Wind King. For the most part, we're going to be avoiding a lot of his attacks and using pillar stance. We're going to get half or little more than half of his health down using pillar stance. So we're going to use that to avoid a lot of attacks. He has a lot of attacks that cover a lot of ground. So there's a lot of like dodging and all sorts of stuff to like get away from most of it. That's why pillar stance is really helpful here. You will take some damage if he hits you on pillar, like if you don't release soon enough, but you won't get stunned. So you'll ultimately take less damage on pillar than you will if you get hit in the field. He has 11 to 12 different moves that I've been able to sort of catalog. Check the description. I'll be writing a lot of them out. He has a few different ones that include throwing his spear and following it up with swings or thrust attacks, stuff like that. Those types of things, we're just going to get away from him. Just get away. When he throws the spear in the ground, it looks like a really good time to attack him because he has to walk over and go pick it up. It's so not, because he will grab his spear and immediately go into a two swing that covers a lot of ground and will catch you if you're anywhere nearby. So we're just going to back up for that one. Let's see, he does the thing where he whips the pole into the ground and throws up like two energy lines at you. We are hopefully going to be on the pole, on the pillar stance. When that happens, we won't take any damage if we're up there, and we can build focus while we're up there and then come down and hit him with the heavy attack. So we will hopefully see that one coming. So it's a throw spear. He does a run at you and a spin and jump, stabbing the pole down. A lot of these we're just going to dodge. When he turns into the wind, you're going to want to dodge when you hear the pop sound. When he's sitting there in the wind and you see that little like white circle in the middle, when that pops, dodge. You hear the pop, dodge. I will probably get hit by the second one every time we see it, because every time it pops, it zips across the field, and it tends to track you. So the second one will be really close to me, and it pops really fast after the first one. So I will probably get hit by the second one like every single time we see it. But the third and fourth, we're mostly okay. When he goes invisible, like the big cheater that he is, I have yet to see any sort of indication as to where he's going to come back, except he just always seems to be like near you or behind you. So the best thing I've found to do is to just start dodging the minute you sort of see him. Like, keep moving, keep looking, and then the minute you see him, dodge. Because he's going to come in swinging, and he's going to come in swinging with like a 2 or 3 swing attack, possibly one of the thrusts. It's going to be his melee swing covering 40% of the field attacks. So you're just going to want to dodge and like run away as fast as you can. Then he has one where he drinks from the gourd and spits fire. For the most part, that's pretty easy to deal with. You can avoid that pretty easily. If you're too far away, he'll drink from his gourd, but then he won't spit fire because you're too far away. And he won't spit fire if you get close. It just sort of fizzles out. So we don't have to worry about that one. If you do get caught on fire, roll multiple times, and then you'll be okay. It'll put it out. Let's see. Sometimes he slams the spear into the ground, like vertically, so it's like straight up and down pole, and he holds onto it and he kicks out with his hind feet. Sometimes, well, not hind feet, but with his feet, and that will sometimes end after the kick, and it will sometimes end with him chasing you across the field and ending with an area of an effect attack where he slams into the ground. So when you see him slam the pole into the ground vertically, just run to the other side. Just don't even like try and deal with that. He can kick you when you're in pillar and like knock you off, I think, but so we're going to try and avoid that one. So that's a lot of his attacks, and I will try my best to call them out. A lot of times it's hard to tell the sweeping from the stab sweeping from the thrust sweeping. So a lot of it's just going to be like just dodge and get out. When you're in pillar stance, you can interrupt some of his attacks, but not all of them. but you have to be early enough to do it. And sometimes I like to hold on and see if I can get him a little closer, or get another focus point or something. Because the longer you hold focus, the longer you hold pillar stance, the more focus you can build. I do recommend sort of like if you're gonna try the pillar strat, to respec your stuff to make sure that you have enough to get this full line. So you should have pillar stance, and you can do everything that we want to do with just this, but you can do more if you get this whole line. So each talent level moderately reduces the extra stamina cost, which means you can hold the position longer. I have that upgraded both times. And then with over 3 focus points, and I have 3 focus points now, the destined one can use the gourd when perching on the staff. I actually haven't tried that, but I do have 3 focus points, so I don't know if that means all 3 are sort of full, but at any rate. And then the last one is just sort of like an extra bonus. I really haven't had to use this, so you might not need to necessarily get this one. This one isn't necessarily like absolute. For the most part, have these 2, and then this one upgraded for both. So just these 2. These are just extra bonus ones that you can get, but they're not really necessary to do what we need to do. They're just like extra stuff. So this is how we're going to deal with him. And then if you haven't already, I am upgraded to the weapon and armor that came off of White-Clad Noble. So my defense is now 46 and my attack is 40, as opposed to the original 30 attack from the original staff, and 40 from the defense of the pilgrim stuff. So that's how we're going to try and defeat this guy. We're going to get about half of his health down, a little over half of his health down, and then we're going to use the spirit attack. I have the frog and red tide and freezing. We'll do that for like the last half, because he only has 1 phase. So here we go.
Why so eager to die when you
Okay, we're gonna dodge and just back up, because he's gonna cover a lot of ground that we can't do anything with. Go into pillar stance, build up a focus or 2. We're gonna take this attack because it doesn't hurt us. We'll take the extra time. Swing down, so you want to go into that one just in case, because it's hard. He like really tracks that one. No, I'm gonna get hit. Alright, let's try again. Into pillar. Okay, we're gonna accept these. That. Pop, dodge, dodge. Dodge. Dodge when you hear the pop sound. And stay out of the center, because I don't honestly know how he missed me with that, but I'll take it. Oh, too soon. Dodge. Interrupts that. Pillar stance. Take that one. That's the one where I was talking about, if he gets the pull down vertically. To just like run away. And interrupt that attack. And dodge into him when he does that, because it's like the only real way to touch, dodge, dodge. Slam down, we're gonna dodge. We're gonna try. This guy covers more ground. Into the punch. Dodge. Do your best to get away from that when he goes into that vertical. Dodge this, because I didn't get into pillar fast enough. And it does track you. You can see as it tracked me. So don't think one dodge is going to be enough, because it's not. You have to multiple dodge until you're sure you're past it. Oh, I had stamina. I wasn't paying attention. Stop poking me. Now he's going to sweep twice. Back into pillar. Come down. Sometimes you can interrupt that. Be careful with the mobilization on him, because more than once... Dodge. 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 When you hear the pop is when you dodge. More than once I have had him. I have thrown the immobilize at him and he immediately goes invisible. So be really careful about using immobilize with him, because it won't always work. Make sure you're close enough with him, because he can just like shake it off. Invisible, slam. Invisible, dodge, 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 dodge. See, I have no idea how to tell when he comes in. Okay. There we go. Nice. That was a good one.
You have some cheap tricks. Meet me at the summit if you dare!
The spell he just cast may appear intricate, but it's not hard to learn. That Black Bear's expertise is lacking.
Okay, I'm keeping this because we're going to get the worm while we're here, and I want to point it out.
What he left here could surely help us. Consider today your lucky day.
Okay, now we have a new spell, which is really nice. That's now on the top, our top right.
Focus and disperse, illusions traverse.
So while we're here, we're going to get this.
Give yourself
It's a curios. New curio unlocked. Moderately increases defense. So I'm going to take that. Thank you. Now we're going to go get our worm. And the worm is used with the Shen Monkey for gourd upgrades. And off the top of my head, I don't remember which part. There it is. Awaken Wine Worm. The Awaken Wine Worm is going to be used with... I believe you have to do it with the Shen Monkey. I don't know if it can be done... I don't know off the top of my head if it can be done in a shrine, but it will upgrade your gourd. Right now you get 33% health filled. This will upgrade it to 4, and I don't think we can do it here. Yeah. Okay, so right now you get each sip restores 33% of maximum health. With this worm that we just found, you can go back to the Shen Monkey at the Marsh of White Mist and upgrade the contents, and it will give you 36% of maximum health. So there's the king and a little bit of extra stuff at the end.